Introducing managing moderators. These users can have the same capability as standard moderators, but in addition, they can manage block words and change chat modes in live. Wow, I haven't gone live in so long. I don't even know what's going on, baby. Alright, got my hula hoop in the background. Alright, let me start. Just poured water on my wall because I'm gonna put my wine in there. Cheers to having nobody in the live stream, baby. Just me, myself, and I. It's all I can. Me, myself, and I'll be my own best friend. Well, I got 3 people in the live. Thank you, Jesus. Let me see. Okay, live chat. Let me see. Okay. Wait. Is it that no one said anything? Okay. Hopefully, I can see the chat. Okay. I got Daya. Oh my god. Okay, let me check my time with chat because I got to go to work, baby. I got to go to work. Oh my god. Please give me a thumbs up, man. I'm doing my best. I got 57 minutes to get ready. Alright, let me stop playing. I can't believe. When was the last time I even did a live stream? God. What's wrong with me? What on earth is wrong with me? Yeah, baby, I'm a scrapper, baby. I'm a scrapper. Hi, June. Thank God I can't see the chat. I was scared for a second that I can't see a chat, man. I think it's a good angle, Abby. It's not too bad. Guys, I'm a scrapper, baby. Shaking my ass for dollars. Pay the rent. Pay the mortgage. Pay the credit card bill. Pay the what? Pay the overdraft. Pay the student loans. It's too many bills. Today I deleted Uber Eats. Will your old story times, I see you, will your old story times videos ever come back? No, sadly, because you know, once I delete them, you know what? Good question. I may have a few in my Google Drive, but the thing is with YouTube, once you delete videos, they're gone off the YouTube interface like forever. And there's like nothing I can actually do about it myself to bring it back, sadly. I don't know if you're asking because of that video I posted 2 days ago, the surprise motherfuckers, gotcha. But yeah, sadly, no, it's something I regret because when I meet people in real life, in person as well, they was like, oh Naya, no, it really upset me that you deleted your videos and stuff, and I'm upset. It's something I'll always have in the back of my mind. I like to live life without, I suppose, maybe no regrets, but more so just considerations of my actions. So yeah, I'm sad that I did that. Yes, I liked watching them. I'm sorry. How can I mean, I can upload the ones, if I can find full videos that they were edited by someone called Darlington at the time, because that's who I was working with at the time. If I can find some of the old ones, would you like me to re-upload them? And if I can't find as many as I would hope, would you like for me to like, what would you like me to do? Impulsive decisions get like that though. I swear. Like impulse, fear, not really being so sure of yourself either. Yeah, I can re-upload them. This thing keeps moving. Is it because of how I put it? It's kind of annoying me. I just want to stay center frame. I think that looks decent. Yeah, so I don't know, like you guys need to tell me how I can make that up to you. I think what I'm trying to do now is like rebuild a new library, if that makes sense, a new library of videos, but that's so hard to do because it takes time. So I need to rebuild a library. We all love music, don't we all? For real. I'm well, thanks. How are you? But I'm just thinking like how I can make that stuff up. Like I have stuff that's going on in my actual life right now that I can make story times about. My story times will have a new vibe to them because obviously I got a new intro, outro. I have a new editor. I'm older as well. So yeah. But what's it called? Judith asked me about like me being a stripper. Yeah, maybe. Strip with some dollars. Strip it. Strip it to combat the fucking interest rate from the Bank of fucking England. But yeah, it's just been really funny because I just came on here to talk really. I just had a nice bubble bath, did some scrubs. I'm using my teeth. I don't know if it's this charcoal. I use charcoal by Oral-B to like brush my teeth because it's meant to like whiten your teeth and stuff like that. So I thought let me just try it, man. As in pearly whites, but my gum just feels dry. Sorry, my gum feels dry. But how are you? Oh, are you for real with your title? Yeah, baby. I work at the Gentleman's Club. I work in the Gentleman's Club, baby. Times are tough. Times are tough. And crypto is down. So I'm just trying to get by. Trying to put food on the table, baby. This thing I put in my teeth now. Wow. I don't even know what's going on. Bruh, okay, no, let me be serious. Let me be serious now. I kind of feel like I work in the scripper though, because obviously like on the weekends now. So let me tell you, let me start from the beginning. In the beginning, there was God, and then there was man, and then woman came out of the rib of Adam. So that's how my story started. It all started in the Garden of Eve. Oh, I say Eve, I mean Eden. So, wow, I haven't read my Bible in a while. I'm sorry, but so basically, you know how we're all in this like fucking, you know, share a 7 world and stuff like that. So I was thinking, this girl share a 7, right? So recently, I've just kind of been in a whole, I suppose. If you like any of these makeup products, by the way, because I can't lie, I actually swear by this Charlotte Tilbury. I'll get to this later. Like, I love that I don't really buy things anymore. Kind of get people to buy them for me. So life is good. But yeah, so I was kind of like, I don't know, like I've been in a weird space. I don't know if anybody else has been in a weird space of kind of like not really having direction and just existing, like fundamentally just existing. And the problem with it just existing is that like as human beings, we will be unhappy if we're not progressing or if we are not doing things that challenge us to be more or bigger than we already are. And it feels like, okay, maybe everybody else in life is moving forward except us. So I was just kind of in that weird space. What's going on? Like, I think I put too much cream on my skin. Like, my nose isn't absorbing this makeup. But yeah, so I was just in that space. So I started like just really getting back into my whole podcast, listening to podcasts. I was listening to like Robert Greene and Steve Bartlett, you know, The Power of Seduction, you know, 48 Laws of Power. That's a book by Robert Greene. Listening to Shira 7, listening to Kevin Samuels. So I've just been taking a lot of inspiration from a lot of different people just across the board, you know, trying to figure out who I am, what I'm doing. Even started looking into the divine feminine, that's what they call it, divine feminine, about like just, you know, that's what they call it, be more feminine, honoring the divine femme, and like just magnetism, like how to draw things towards yourself, manifesting, praying, going to church, all of the above basically. So I was out and about. Currently, even my book that I was reading, the book I was reading is called Think and Grow Rich. So that's by Napoleon Hill. So I was reading that, and it was just talking about like opportunities and how opportunities come disguised, right? Because I've been having what I would consider a creative drain. I don't know if you guys caught my video last night. I think I uploaded it. It was called like You Can Reinvent Yourself. But I thought about it because I want to ask you guys genuinely. If you leave me a comment, whatever, just think about this. I could upload more, but it would be like raw content, because obviously if I give something to my editor, I have to give him at least maybe 7 to 10 days or even longer, depending on the size of the content. But then it's really fun, like it's edited really well and nicely and it flows, and I think that that's better. But if I could make like little raw short videos, I could probably upload more regularly. Anyway, from now, I think I'm actually in that mind space and that mindset of just kind of getting things done, realizing that time, you know, you should make a YouTube video about it. Oh, which part? Like magnetism and drawing things towards yourself? I'm about to spill my tea right now. Bear with me. I have a point. I will land maybe in like 5 minutes. But yeah, so I'm just looking at all this stuff and I was just thinking, right, like what do I want to do and what do I want to attract, right? And how do I always get what I want? So first off, my first decision was like, I actually cannot even be spending my own money anymore. Like I'm actually tired. You know what I mean? And I started looking at stuff like how to seduce people, right? And that's why I said, oh, I'm a stripper, because obviously a job I work, it is so good at night, because basically I walked into a place. I'd gone to the Red Bull Gaming Center, right? Because Fred was playing games. So I got into the Red Bull Gaming Center to see what's going on with Street Fighter 6, right? And after that, I just wanted to just go get a glass of wine and food, as I do. Because I feel like life is for enjoyment and life is meant to be soft. So I went in there to go get a glass of wine, and then all I see is this woman like follow me up to the bar, ask me who I am and stuff like that. And I'm always respectful. I'm always happy to have a little chat. So I'm just chatting to her. She's like, you're very beautiful, and I don't know if you'd like to, like, what am I getting up to? What am I doing? I was like, sweets, I'm still in bloody university. So much so, by the way, guys, in case you weren't aware, do you need the first time? Because if you don't progress in your years, after a while, you will not get funding. So I actually had to pay my uni fees this year through like an exception payments plan. So I paid like £4,625, I think. And I paid £2,312.50 twice. So that's how I did it. But yeah, so obviously went through that. I was explaining to her, this is what I've been doing, and obviously my crypto and my e-commerce and all these things that I have interest in. And my next project will most likely be AI based. Actually, not it will be, it is gonna be AI based. I was talking to her about my project. She was saying, obviously we're looking for someone to come here and just kind of like be a hostess, someone like an attractive face to get people in. I was like, attractive face, baby? That I can do. So I was like, fuck it, I'll start literally today. I just want to see what it's like, because prior to that, I've only had one other job, which was working at Bravissimo, where I look at teas. So anyone who's like, well, it's good, like, yeah, you got breasts, like, you probably know about Bravissimo. I can't relate. As a small boob girl, like, I don't even know, I might eat up, oh. What's the letter before A? But yeah, so I was like, okay, fuck it, like I'll literally just start right now just to see, and then meeting a couple people. The chef was flying with me. The chef made me like one cake, one ice cream, something. The chef was flying with me. All the male members of staff were flying with me. I have gist, man. I had to tell my whole work. I just hope that they don't watch my YouTube, because that would be very awkward. But yeah, so I was like, okay, fudge it. Like, let me just do it. Book I've been reading is literally talking about, like, when things present themselves, just go for it. There's lots to learn, and put yourself in environments that make you uncomfortable so you can grow, right? So I'm gonna just go straight into it. And then realize that, man, men love me, baby. Men love me, baby. Guys just literally be handing me tips. Love it. I even learned how to make rum and coke, guys. Rum and coke, a little bit of Sprite, a little bit of cocktail. I can make a spicy Paloma. So I've just been enjoying it, like at the house, doing stuff, being busy, I suppose. So doing that now, and just knowing how to talk to guys and get them to give you stuff, basically. I hope Fred is not in this live stream. Yes, and feminine energy and how you can use it in your advantage. Yes, 100%. I will definitely make a video about that. Like just being softer and looking after myself and realizing it's important to looking after myself and having an abundant mindset rather than a mindset of scarcity. You know what I mean? So I've just kind of been in that vibe and in that world and just drawing things to myself, writing stuff down more, journaling my feelings, all that type of stuff, like what's going on in my head, where am I, how do I feel, doing stuff like just, you know, like really properly adulting, because it's not easy to adult, and it's weird. It's like one day you're like this young person who, well, I'm still very much a very young person, but I just mean in terms of like you're like a child with no real world responsibilities, and then one day you just wake up and it's time to just be an adult. So for me, my thing is, if you're gonna talk to me, sweetie, you gotta slip £30 in my hand, and then we can talk for maybe a minute or so. You know what I mean? So that's how I've been coming home. Guys, I promise you, I can make maybe 500 in tips tonight. So we're gonna see. That's why, but like my thing is that also I'm starting to realize that obviously the world is very superficial. So for the most part, I don't know if you guys have heard of what they call the halo effect, how people just automatically assume that you are better than most or you are good because of how you look and how people are drawn to you, especially men, because men are very visual creatures. They want to see how you look, your face, your eyes, then there's your body. Like, 'cause obviously I know that a lot of women think that, oh, you know, men just desire like the BBL bodies and the large breasts. Yeah, there are guys that very much find that stuff attractive, but I can't lie to you, face card, I don't think anything beats a face card. In my personal opinion, I don't think anything beats a face card. So, and also on top of that, like, it's stuff about being beautiful. Like, even when I started looking into magnetism and being feminine, my thing is also confidence as well. Like, being magnetic is actually all about your aura, your vibe, and your confidence. And your confidence comes from your accomplishments, whether they're your educational accomplishments, the thing that you do in music, stuff that you're naturally gifted at, whether you can bake cakes, like whether you go to the gym, all that type of stuff. Like, that accentuates your confidence. You need to know, like, what is my selling point, what is my selling card, what really makes me have like that standout factor. So whenever I do anything, especially when I go to work, how I dress, everyone always tells me, you working? Like, you're working? Like, you don't look like someone that works here. I don't even know what that means, because at the end of the day, like, how you go out in the world and how you present yourself to the world is how they will respond to you. So it's very important whenever you go out. Like, before I used to, sometimes I just go outside like, man, I'm tired, like I can't come and keep myself. But I realized that the way I get responses when I go out versus, like, for example, was one time I walked into a bar, like, because I started freestyling a little bit. Like, I'll just go outside, I'll look nice, go to a bar. I will get to the bar to order my drink. I never spend money. When I go out, guys, literally, I've not spent £1. Especially by myself. If I'm with somebody else, then it's either they're paying for me, or if I'm with my girls, most likely I'll take the tab. But if I'm going out by myself, or I'm with like someone who's trying to court me, whatever, of course my wallet is never coming out if you're trying to court me. But in terms of like going out freestyling, never ever ever. I get to the bar, what do you want? Do you like a glass of wine? You're this, you're that, you're do you get what I mean? Food, whatever, literally whatever you want, just for the sake that you're there and you're beautiful. Guys, I tell you, baby, do your skincare routine. I know it's long, but do your nighttime routine, baby. Get that whole body wax, even if it gives you a 1st degree burn on your back, baby. Goddamn. I got a 1st degree burn, guys. But I'll talk about that later. We get back to that. We'll backtrack to that. Please spill the tea, how you get them to pay for things. Cost of living really is cost me. Oh, sure. Okay, so like, what do you mean? Like, be specific. In what scenario? Like, is it like how you get someone's credit card, or how you get like you tell them, like, suggest things? Because guys, I feel like as women, yeah, I don't know why we're afraid to ask men for things, because men are never afraid to ask us for anything. If they want something from us, they will literally just say it. So you should just say it and have that source, and realize that if that person's not giving it to you, then they're not the target. There's somebody else who will. Do you know what I mean? So if you guys can give me specific questions about this, I can answer this as someone who's living this like real time, real day real time, real day. For me also, it's just about how I talk to them. Guys, like the way I put my lashes on. You see, that's why we're doing this makeup routine. Like, let's actually have some fun. Let's enjoy each other. Let me just sip my wine. Ask me anything. Ask me anything, Habibti. Because honestly, I've been doing this. Like, I've had guys send me money just to talk to me on the phone. Literally. Why can't I say you want my phone number? Are you crazy? Why should I give you my phone number? Like, why should I give you my phone number? You could be a stalker. I don't know you. Don't know you from Adams. Why would I give you my phone number? The fuck? Do you know how much? Like, also, men don't understand the expenses as a woman. My nails, my toes, all this makeup, this Charlotte Tilbury foundation. I didn't even buy it. It was bought for me. So, same with the concealer, because happy, you get your money, put it in your pocket, and then you enjoy men for what they're meant to be used for, which is just provision. And if somebody likes you, they have to prove themselves to you, because they're not your husband. So if they're not your husband, then technically you don't really owe them anything. And I think you just have to really just know that you are the prize. Carry yourself with grace and poise and set the standard from the beginning so they know that you're expensive. Even now, I even feel like it's time to call myself a gold digger. So at least I can just like find out who is who. You know when you meet people, like, you can just find out, okay, who is really for me. Like, okay, you want to talk to me? I'm a gold digger, baby. Do you have gold for me to do? Because it's like, at the end of the day, I don't know if you guys have read this passage. Let me show you. This book, right? 3 feet from gold. Like, when we talk about people like, oh, you Darby and stuff like that, and how they went just mining for gold, had a bit of investment for their family, and they went to go dig for the gold, except that they were 3 feet away, and then they gave up, and then somebody else that they had actually sold their machine to went and found like a shit ton of gold. They still actually end up to be rich because they were kind of persistent, and they end up going into a different business adventure, but they definitely did some shit. So this is not the day and age that I can take my ass to go and mine gold that my God gave me. So if I can mine it elsewhere, that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, yes, it's the confidence. Definitely, I feel like all women should be confident in themselves and, like, you know, go after the things that you want, you know, without apology, and say things, say how you feel, especially you got the sauce, like, you know what I mean, dress good, smell good. These are all like turn on factors for individuals, men or women, that you're trying to attract. How you smell, how you talk, your mannerisms. Take pauses when you speak. You don't have to rush anything. You don't have to, you can think about what you want to say before you say it, you know. So at the end of the day, it's all up to us to get what we want out of life. Life is short, really. And if something doesn't work out with somebody, you got the whole planet. You've genuinely got the whole planet. So it's not so bad. It's not so bad at all. But yeah, I think it's been nice as well, because I feel like as women, we're our softest when we don't have to want or worry for nothing. You know what I mean? And that is what I want. You know what I mean? You can work if you want to. If you don't want to, then you don't have to. But that is kind of it. I know people see these things like, oh, life as a stay-at-home girlfriend, it's all great, it's all good and well, which is great. If that's what those women want, then good for them. But you have to figure out what you want, because oftentimes, especially when we're online on social media, it creates the supposed reality that we think we want. So you have to kind of like look inward and really, damn, did I put concealer and I didn't say it? I'm not sure, baby. You have to really look inward and make sure that the things that you're aspiring for are your actual goals and your actual dreams. You know what I mean? Like, genuinely ask yourself, like, what is it I want? You know, for me, I want to be more flexible. I want to get a dog. I think I'll get a dog very soon. I want to travel again. I've only been 2 places this year so far, so I definitely want to head out. I just don't know when. My mom's heading out. She's off to Rome next week. She's just a city girl. She just be outside. I literally found out from my aunt. Like, she didn't even tell me. I was like, I found out from my aunt when I went to go do my baby cousin's makeup for her prom last week. So I had to commute to Beacon Tree to go do that. But yeah, so, and then I found out from my aunt that she's flued out as she should, you know. So you gotta find out what it is that you want and then think about how to get it, basically. Yeah, but I think definitely it's important. So let me, like, I don't know if you guys are doing a job where you run into guys a lot, or let's say if you're trying to set the standard when you meet someone, I think you have to put out certain words there, like the word provision, cater to me, you know what I mean? And like, oh, if they ask you what's your love language, say physical touch, and then say gifts. Because physical touch gets them like, ooh, spicy. It's like, you want physical touch? Oh yeah, you're going to have to give it to me. Please, 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 please. Please, baby, please. I feel like for the most part, people always say, oh, they feel like life has become extremely transactional, but life has always been transactional. Relationships are transactional. You transact time, you know, quality time. You transact energy, you know, all that type of stuff. There's a lot of things that happen in that space. So, but also it's important to not have unrealistic expectations of people. So people who are most likely to be closer to your age most likely will not be able to afford things for themselves and you. So you're gonna have to like see how you can balance those books. I work in a beauty branch. Oh, but that means you must be gorgeous and you can do your makeup really well though. You know what I mean? That's what, so you know what you need to do, because at the end of the day in a beauty branch I don't think people are more likely to tip you, but you know what you need to do on Thursdays are the best days to do it. It's called freestyling. That's when you go to happy hour to meet people who are in like the corporate world, corporate sectors, meet men that are probably earning quite a bit more money. So if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for someone to date someone who's more like, it's like hypergamy, you know, people do this all the time. They look for someone to like marry or be with that will up their give them generational wealth. So yeah, I think definitely do something like that. You know what I mean? Go there, put your phone down, order a glass of wine or a glass of champagne and sit and just look beautiful. I promise you, people will approach you. People are just naturally drawn to you, men and women. You know what I mean? You smell good, you find your style, how you stand out, you know, from the crowd. For me, what I found that's working for me at the moment is gold jewelry. Gold jewelry has become like my favorite thing. I feel like it really suits my complexion. And it's just, it gives me a different type of confidence, because I was thinking about like what goddess do I really associate myself with a lot, and I would say Isis. I think I'm very similar to Isis in personality. So I was thinking, okay, like how does she dress? She wears a lot of gold, you know, she's like an Egyptian goddess. So yeah, like you just have to find your style and your taste. Today I'm wearing blue, like royal blue. I don't live in the UK, hon. The men here are stingy. No way, where are you, baby? Are you in the US? Are you in the US? It can't be true. It can't be true. And you know what? One thing about stingy men, yeah, what I've noticed about them, the best way to get money out of them, yeah, is to make them feel secure. Because basically why they are stingy is because they feel like they could possibly be making an investment into you. For me, it's very important that men invest in women, because that will show you how much he likes you and how much he's stuck. Well, not really stuck. I don't use the word stuck, but like he's locked in basically. Because for them, it's like they don't want to lose their investment. So when guys are stingy when it comes to investing in you, it's most probably because they feel like you could possibly leave. Also guys, if you're in here in the stream, please hit the like button. It lets people know that we're here on a live stream. It helps me so much, more than you realize. But yeah, so I think sometimes why they're stingy is because they feel like they could invest in you and then you could just up and leave. Europe, Belgium, okay. I hate, I've never actually, only when I was young have I been to Belgium, but not in my adult life. But I do have a friend who's there and he's stingy for real. I wish the US is a gold mine. That's what I was saying. I was like, rah, all them dollars, baby. All them pounds and dollars. Nah, baby, you can still get to those euros. I'm convinced you can still get to those euros. You just need to go to the uptown area in Belgium, literally. Uptown area. Places like golf, tennis, you know what I mean? I know one thing I know about Belgium is like chocolate. So if there's places where like there's chocolate or things that are cultural to Belgium, you're most likely to see affluent people there. Even like charity, fundraisers, stuff like that. That's a great place to go to find somebody. There has to be, you know what I mean? There has to be. And I think that's why it's very good to learn how to be seductive as well. Because when you know how to seduce people, even though technically it's a form of manipulation, but I feel like everybody needs to know how to seduce someone. It's very important. There are cold seducers. Well, this is what Robert said. He said that there are cold seducers and there are warm seducers. People who find entertainment, and that's why it's important to listen to people. Because when you listen to people, you realize like what is their pain point and where could they possibly be seeking pleasure. And pleasure isn't always necessarily sexual. Sometimes it can just be you listening to them, you understand where they're coming from, what is their family dilemma, you providing some sort of safe space for that individual. Do you know what I mean? So it's very important to like look into developing your seductive traits. Did a pigeon just fly past my phone? Oh boy, I wish you could teach me a thing or two. Because I don't know how to apply eyeshadow for shit. Like, I don't know how the girls do like the cut creases. I keep mine simple. I just put like colors on my lid. I'm gonna put a little bit more pink, a little bit more of this shade. But yeah. There's like 13 people in the chat. You are awfully quiet. Let me just entertain, Sha. Like, what can I even talk about now? I had so many ideas before I hopped on. My mind's just gone blank. Oh my days, Tyra. Guys, Tyra is my good friend that I haven't seen in too long. And I'm so happy to see her in my chat saying something. Hi, my lovely. How are you? Ah, baby. Ah, if there's anybody that can do makeup, it's Taiwo. Hey, God. If you see her do makeup, yeah, man, I've never seen anything like it, man. No, us, we don't know how to do eyeshadow. We're doing, I just know it's like one Nigerian auntie did my eyeshadow. But this as well. Do you know why? Because I'm going to cover it with eyeliner and heavy lashes. Period. Amen. Me. Tyra, if you see, you know what I need to do? I just need to come and just corner you. That's what I need to do. I need to come and corner you. Like, I just have to come and slide tackle you because I don't even know, like, what the reason is why that we're just both doing nonsense. Because it's a mutual effort. The nonsense is a mutual effort. Did you get? But I'm busy washing my wig, but therefore listening. Oh, bless you, girl. Ooh, we get ready for what's going on in the weekend. Have you guys got a sneaky link? What's the tea? What's the gist? I can't be the only person spilling tea on myself. Like, I have to figure out a way. Like, me personally, what I've been realizing recently that, hey, man, I'm single till I'm married. Imagine if Fred just enters the chat, I'll die. But yeah, I'm single. Let me say on my chest, man. The fight. I'm single till I'm married. I'm single till I'm married. Period. We are all single till we are married, guys. So, what does that mean? That means play the field, get what you want, say what you want, when you want it, and be a brat. Like, don't be too nice. Don't be nobody's doormat. At the end of the day, I'm convinced that men love mean women. I'm convinced. No one can tell me otherwise. They love mean women, man. Guys will be like, oh, I want a woman who's agreeable, you know, who's soft, who's feminine, who does all these things, you know. She can cook, she can clean. And then you see them end up with those. liking the host pics, loving the hosts, subscribing to their OnlyFans. And you get paying them monthly allowance. And then your own wife doesn't have access to your credit card. Oh God, man, I wicked. Man, that's so wicked. I don't want to cry, because if I cry, my makeup will just finish. Look at my kata is going on my nose. Can you see that? Nah, men kill me. They are so funny. They are so funny. 15 people in my chat, and I have 3 likes. Hi guys, you guys are wicked. Why? Is it because I'm not funny? Jesus is Lord. So everyone that's been in my life has been lying to me. They'll be like, oh, you know, babe, I feel like you're the type of girl that can laugh a man off his pants. Yeah, get a man to like off his pint just by making him laugh. So that's not true. They've all been lying, Abby. Say no more. I just got tired now. Wow, I'm not even cold. If anything, I'm sweating. What's going on? Homeostasis, Abby, that's what they call it. 16 people in my chat and I got 4 likes. The ratio 4 to 1. Perfect ratio, baby. 4 to 1. I'm trying to do my eyeliner like Nicki Minaj. Tara, are you sure? Clothed in Majesty, Tall Queen. Thank you, baby. I love your name. Clothed in Majesty. I love that. It's so regal. It's so regal. That's what I'm talking about, girls. Like, you actually have to know that you're a goddess walking on earth. And Papa God didn't make any mistake creating you. Period. Period. So guys, see what I did here? So basically, obviously I'm telling you, life as a stripper in it. So what I had to do, I have to get a new SIM card. Because basically, when a boy wants my number, yeah, I charge him £10 for every when he's not my main number, so I don't have to block you after. So I've ordered my number from Gift Craft and I need to memorize it before I get to work so that I can just be writing it. So what I do is either to get my number, you do that, or you buy a bottle, 150, because then I get a commission off that bottle. Do you know what I mean? So you can get my snap if you buy a bottle, 150. Then if you give me the cash tip, 110, I'll write my number on the back of a receipt of a drink that I'll make for you. Period. If you want to talk to me at the bar, baby, that's what I'm like, I'm on the clock. So it's either you're tipping me or da-da-da-da. Guys are so cheeky. How dare you? You see a fine girl that you like a fine girl and you open your stupid mouth, yeah? You open your stupid mouth to ask for my number or my snap or my Insta before you even tip me. Omo, what do I look like to you? Are you stupid? Do you know how much my wax cost? £125 just for them to burn my back. I need money for private healthcare, baby. I need money for private healthcare so my skin can shed. And you're asking me for my snap for like, you're very crazy. Like the actual disrespect, the effrontery, and I blame you women, yeah, that a guy doesn't even have to work for your snap or work for your number. Like you can just be driving, but you can just be driving in one stupid BMW that he's behind on his PCP payment, yeah, and you give him your number because because you want to snap dashboard. Oh God. It makes my body cold. It makes my body. Let me do my eyeliner and I'll cuss all of you out because I cannot believe it. They'll be hunting for me on the road. Omo, if I carry bottle, God, I wish I carry bottle in my bag. The amount of windshield I'll smash. Yeah, they'll come and arrest me. They'll come and arrest me, man, because I hate that cat calling me. Are you stupid? Because of this small car. The only car that I could think, yeah, that I would like. I'll think about it. And they say everybody has their price. I think about it, man. I mean, no, I still couldn't do it, man. I was gonna say maybe possibly a lamb truck or a G-Wagon, but but the thing is, yeah, if you respond to a cat call in a car, what you've said to that person is, because I drive this car, I can talk to you anyhow I want it, because at the end of the day, you're only attracted to material things anyway. You can be bought, which technically we can. I mean, it sweetens the deal. I want to say you can be bought, but you can be sweetened, like love without money is bitter, baby. money is like the sugar, you know, like sugar cane, like, you know, it's like it's like it's like having hot chocolates and then not adding peak milk. Do you get? Like, it's like not putting condensed milk in your Nesquik or in your Milo. Do you get? So it's like, so it's like you have to put that ambiance where it's like, baby, I'm expensive, and you have to, you know, play your traditional role as a provider, and I will do play my traditional role as a nurturer, but there also has to be a respect there. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like I still wouldn't. You have to get out of your car and talk to me if you're serious. I can't lie. You have to. You have to get out of your car and talk to me if you're serious. Otherwise, like, on to the next person. Can't lie. On to the next person. I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping, guys. That's why your self-esteem has to be on 100, on 1,000. That's why when men compliment me, they'll be like, oh, you're beautiful. I'm like, I know. I'm like, oh. Because usually girls be like, oh, just act for sure. You know how us women, we love to be insecure. I'm like, I know. So what you do, you're setting a precedence that you're sure of yourself and that you're confident. Do you know what I mean? And nobody can bring you down. Nobody can tell you shishi. So that's very, very important. And nobody can lie. Nobody can bring me down, baby. What did I say, even? No way. Not when you're in college, girl. Oh yeah, I've been liking, guys. Thank you so much, though. Lucky, thank you, baby. You burnt your back, baby. I went and did the hot wax, innit? You know, obviously I've done hot wax before. In Nigeria, let me tell you guys. Let me tell you, sorry. Let me just finish this eyeliner because I can't talk when I do my eyeliner. Wait, give me 1 second. It's Jesus. I said let me do my eyeliner like Nicki Minaj, Nicki Lewinsky, Nicki the Barb, Nicki the Baby. Oh, it's not working out. It's not working. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, baby. Time to come and do my makeup now. Hey, hi. I'm gonna clean it up with concealer. Don't laugh, okay? So how they burnt my back, yeah. So baby, when I went to Nigeria, let me tell you a story. When I went to Nigeria, when I did whole body wax, you know how much it cost me? 30,000 naira. 30,000 naira is like 30 pounds, yeah. 2 Moroccan sisters waxed my whole body, head to toe. And yes, I cried. And yes, I chewed my tongue. And yes, I saw heaven and hell and everything that was in between. But when I came out, I was so smooth. I'm like, when I say I slip and slide, I was like butter, baby. I was like butter. Like you could bring like the closest 2 walls, and I promise you, I would fit through it. Just oil me up. My man was loving it. Slapping my cheeks any chance he got. So thinking, right, I'm feeling good. I was thinking the other day, you know what, let me invest in myself. Because like I said, I'm making these guys, when I say these guys are giving me money, I said, man, if these guys are putting money in my hand every weekend, I might as well can just like spoil myself, baby. You know, that's a whole part of honoring yourself, honoring your femininity. I'll be buying myself stuff. You know me, I don't waste time. I go outside, I buy a glass of wine, I eat food, I chop life. I don't check my bank statement. I don't check the bank, no more insufficient funds. I do me, baby, because I only have one life to live. Look at my nails. I'm in my dark femme era, baby. Don't play with me. Like, do you know how dangerous I am? Look at my nails. I'm dangerous. I'm dangerous, baby. So I said, okay, let me go and do like whole body wax, right? So you wax. I'm like, okay, no problem. And then like, what they were doing my back, I said, auntie, please now, like, Ozugo, you've done my back this way, then you've done my back this way. Like, am I really that hairy? Like, I started to just feel like I'm some sort of behemoth. What did they even call that thing that like is like 6 foot, like, and he lives in the forest? It's like a folk tale. I don't even know what they call it. Bigfoot. It's like, rah. The way she was waxing me, it's like she was pissed off with me. Like, why do you even have this much hair? So fast forward now, I've come out my wax. My back feels funny. My back is just crazy, right? It was pink. It was like red initially. And I'm dropping on my stuff. It was red initially, and then what I see is that my skin begins to peel, right? And they're like, okay, let me go see my GP. I call my GP. I'm like, babe, they've finished me. They've killed me. Because my back is like my favorite part of my body. I have a lovely back. I be hitting them face pulls. I be like, shh, shh. Call me Arnold, baby. So obviously, I call my GP now. My GP managed to give me an appointment. And in this day and age, if you get a GP appointment, then you know that your situation is serious. Because they don't give GP appointments to anybody anymore. Everybody wakes up at 8 a.m. to fight for 5 minutes of the NHS's time. So I feel like this one that they gave me GP appointment almost is serious, right? So I went to go and see him today, this one at like 9:20. It was only by the grace of God that I even made it safe. That's when rain even beats me. Rain beats me. Everything beats me today. So I went and saw the guy, and he told me that I have a 1st-degree burn and that I should just keep it moisturized and it will go, but it will take a couple weeks. I said, oh, guys, is there anything you can give me? I already paid for prescription. I will pay for it. He said, no, baby, you're gonna have to wait. So that's my situation, guys. I no holiday for me. No, it is back, and I'm gonna try, not have too much sunlight on my back anyway, just to kind of help with the process of healing. So yeah, you just gotta be careful. And what I didn't like about the person who provided the service for me, and if you guys know any beauticians that do waxes, facials, please recommend to me, please. I'll be going there instead. I don't really want to go back and patronize this person again. But when I said to her, I didn't come with an accusatory tone. I was just saying, oh, you know what, this is what's happened to me. And she got so defensive about it and was like, did I go to a sauna? Did I go swimming? I said, swimming, okay, sauna. Why would I take myself to sauna or swimming like after I just got a wax? You know what I mean? So I didn't like that. And I'm not that person. I don't put people on blast. I don't take you to Twitter. I don't do none of that stuff. No. We can deal with things within ourselves. Because I know we're active in that hot sea. So I just don't find it that serious. But I just didn't appreciate that from them. So that was really upsetting, and they've lost a valuable customer. But it is what it is. So I've asked that. Oh, some messages were retracted. Oh my god, I missed your YouTube videos. Thank you, C. Ariana, what are you doing here? Oh my god, it's been a while since I've seen you back on the channel. Scripper, do you think about one thing I love about women, yeah, they'll come through and they'll be like, baby, you chase that bag. No matter what it is you're doing, you're in the right and you chase that bag. So I think women just love to like be in delulu with other women. And that's so nice. And that's what we call sisterhood, isn't it? So we need a lawyer. That's what we need. I swear. Well, babe, what strength to go and take someone to go and do lawsuit, baby? I don't get strength. I don't need stress in my life. Like, I just want my life to be soft. Maybe the doctor said I will heal. It's only when I don't heal, then everybody and their mom is getting it. I'll be alright. I've been meaning to like do like shopping for like skincare for body and hey Jesus, maybe I should just leave this eyeliner alone. Like I'm trying to perfect it, you know what I mean? Like I'm just a little bit of a perfectionist in that retrospect, but it's like maybe I should just leave it alone. I don't want to. I want it to be a certain way. Guys, please hit the like button. Okay, that's a bit better, I think. I've tried, child. I'm gonna find eyelash. Let's do that first. Oh my gosh. Hi. I'm sorry. Someone, if I have any moderator in this chat, please boot Tech and Chill out here, please. Why is he in my live stream, please? This is a girl's conversation. I don't want to jump for likes and dislikes of it. Oh, Ariane, that's a great question. Thank you so much for asking me that, girl. But so I've been in the job for, I would say this is my 4th weekend working. Likes. Okay, so likes is that it's really good for tips. Like I don't actually really look at my salary. I can just count my tips, if that makes sense. Like, so tips wise, boy, I'm genuinely raking it in. So that is lovely, exquisite. It's like chef's kiss. Another like is that like I actually like some of my colleagues. I actually really like my colleagues. Like they're fun, they look after me, and security is like there's this woman, she's a female security guard. There was a week where basically this guy, I think he got too comfortable with me, so he kind of like he touched my chest, right? So basically when I get my tips, right, I put it in my bra because I don't have any pockets. So I get the cash, I look quickly, my eyes can just see through. Doesn't matter how many. I can even feel it. Then I know how much it is. So I look at the money and then I'm like, okay, so this is why. So I register in my mind and I put it in my bra. So he must have observed that I was putting my tips in my bra. So he gave me like £50 in tips. And then he must have poked me like just kind of like looked like this in my shirt. You're trying to like see down my shirt, right? So I think security must have seen that, because I never complained about it, but security must have seen that. So what I found out is that they threw him out. They threw him out. So that happened. So sometimes people can get too touchy, like too hands on, too feely, too comfortable, I think. So it's important to kind of like have them realize that, bro, you can look but you can't touch. Are these lashes too much, guys? Like, I feel like they're a lot. They're cute, but they are a lot. What do you think? Like, you see the lashes before you see my whole face. Typically I don't wear lashes this big anymore. Before, back in the day, back in my youth, in my teens, sorry, I would say I'd wear lashes that were this in your face, but these days I've kind of been liking a subtle look. I still have a couple options, so I would say this is option A. Let's see. Anyway, dislikes. So yeah, people can be touchy-feely. Oh my gosh, the work gist, guys. Guys, work gist too. Hey, guys. Wow. Talent. You stuck that lash fast. I ran out. Sweetie, I didn't even stick it on. Like, it's literally just like the little bit of like glue that's already on it. And make you look like Nikki. Oh, they're so cute though. They see your eyes. Really? Okay. Thanks, Karen. Can be so gassed up. But to answer your question about like the dislikes, let me tell you some of my work just right. So basically, the first day I came in there, right? Obviously, like I told you, got the job. No CV, no interview. We move. Then, what's it called? I started finding out like little things. So basically, there's like a change of management in my workplace, right? Change of management in my workplace. So there's like a female manager, but she's on her way out because she's been using like the staff's money to fly herself out, go on holiday, and everyone's just made it seem like, oh, like she's not really using the money. She's had like bad reviews on Trustpilot. Apparently everybody had quit here, like just some mad things. So now they're bringing in this male manager, but this male manager, yeah, is like a sex addict. Like, he's just so crazy about women. So this male manager has a whole girlfriend whose house he's just moved into, and yet and still he's out here. She's gone for 4 days, guys, just 4 days. This is why, yeah, guys, listen to me. Come here with my messed up eyelashes. Never in your life be what we call a pick-me. Never, ever, ever, ever in your life give up everything you have, everything you want for the sake of keeping a man. He will not respect you. He will dog you out. And the second you leave the house, he will bring another woman into your home. Tell me how this guy has literally moved into this woman's house, and he called me on Tuesday asking me what I'm doing, if I wanted to come out. This is prior to 2 weeks ago, him wanting to take me upstairs to do just for me to meet his girlfriend that same evening, and just have to look her in her eye like, wow. So sometimes I look at her like, there is no way you don't know what's going on. There's no way. And I asked one of my colleagues, like one of my favorite people at work, is like my work husband, like, no way, like this girl doesn't know what's going on. Like, this can't be under her nose. And he was like, she knows that he was even worse than this. She's gone for 4 days, and he's already back outside after moving into her house where she's paying the bills. What made you start? Well, I literally what made me start is I literally just got the job for being myself. Like, I literally walked into there to eat and drink, and they gave me a job, and I was like, fuck it, I'll start today. Literally. So that just goes back to the whole magnetism thing and how it's good to go outside as your best self, looking good, feeling good, and just, you know, vibrating on a higher frequency, because things will come to you. Things will just come to you, and they're given to you, especially when you fundamentally look good, because like the world is so superficial, guys. It's so superficial, guys. So oftentimes what gets you in through the door, for men it's money, for women it's beauty. So that's kind of that selling point. And I found that when you're attractive, people have an easier time doing things for you. They don't mind it as much just because they're genuinely attracted to you. So yeah. This is men and women. Like, women, what's it called? Men aren't the only ones that be giving me tips. Women too. Shit. I met a couple of lesbians that wanted to take me home. I was like, baby, listen. I'm sorry, I'm a troll. Don't take me too serious, but man, there was one girl that came through that was hot. Made me question my entire sexuality, I'll be real. I was like, damn, you fine, baby. I feel like she put me up though. I'll be out here writing poems and shit. Like love notes, sonnets, baby. Get on my Shakespeare bag. Like, goddamn. Woo, I'm almost crying. Like, it was bringing me to tears just remembering her because she was hot, man. Look at her. She's beautiful. Yeah. I'm behaving myself. I think I'll go for the first lash since I was going for the whole Nikki look, right? I might as well do it. Go big or go home, baby. Period. Where my lash glue? Oh, what? How much time do I have? Jesus is Lord. It's 5:13. Oh my God. It's wait a minute. I'm not doing so bad because thank God, yeah, that my hair is already done. Imagine if I had to do my wig right now. Almost. I fuck up then. Yeah, my lash glue. Guys, I'm gonna leave my makeup products because this lash glue is amazing. It's from Amazon and it's so good. It's not like that typical lash glue you get. It's like a $5, but it's so worth it, guys. It sticks your lashes down through wind, through storm, through hail, through depression, through the banking crisis, through the economic crisis, through the war, through Russia, through Ukraine. It could survive the likes of Andrew Tate. I promise you that. Now, oh wow, like, why, baby? What did I do? Is this your first shift? Good luck, hon. Oh, thank you so much, Nicole. It's not my first shift, actually. It's my maybe fourth. Well, I mean, maybe fourth weekend or maybe 8th shift. But thank you so much for that. I pray for good luck. I pray for good fortune. I pray for generous spenders. You will not just put money in my hand. What's the glue called? Great question, babe. It's called White Lash Glue by Amida. What I'll do is I will write a description with all the products, especially this lash glue is so good. I'll write a description with everything and I'll find links and I'll put them in there because it's so good. I'll show you right now, because another thing I like to do, I like to put my lashes on and then I like to put a little bit here and then like flick them because I don't like my eyes to look downturn. I like them to look upturn. So yeah. Gucci, welcome. Hey. It's for this reason that I'm looking for waitressing and bartending jobs somewhere. I want the pretty privilege to rack in some tips, babe. I kid you not. I kid you not. You won't even pay attention to your main salary. You'll pay attention to your tips. They are cute. I think more natural lash strips will look cuter. You know what? Yeah, that's usually my vibe. But you know what? These are looking a bit ran through, you know. They look a bit tired. I need to order some lashes. And this one, I wore this one. I tried this one the other day. But it wasn't really, you know, like, it didn't really accentuate my eye, you know. I can show you guys what I'm wearing later. So basically, what I've started to do is I have my normal fit before, like, the nightclub scene really gets on and popping. And then I have, like, my club fit, if that makes sense. So, oh yeah, they're a lot, man. I feel like I'm about to fly. Oh wait, hold on. Am I allowed to sing that song? I don't think so. Never mind. They're a lot, aren't they? It's like falling here or something. Boy, It's like, where am I about to go? Where are we flying to? All aboard the Lash Express. Couple blinks and we outside. Oh my god. Oh, let me see. All right, let's see. Let's complete the look and then we see, like, is it working? What I'm gonna do, this is kind of annoying me, but I feel like I could flip it up somehow. Okay, so I'm gonna put some lash glue here. And then I'm gonna force it to kind of stick. Okay, what's left really? Lips? Oh boy. I feel like going hard or going home today. This is too brown. No, it's okay. Oh, the police in the back. Guys, they're coming for me because I'm not declaring my cash tips, baby. They heard me. Like I said, I'm not paying my tax on my cash. I prove it now. There's no paper trail. There's no paper trail, baby. Thank you. Oh, wait. Oh, no, TT. I have a stripper audition this weekend. I'm nervous but excited. Oh my goodness. Good luck, my love. No need to be nervous. Like, let your confidence exude. You're that girl. You're beautiful. You're gonna be just fine. You're gonna be just fine. Dance. I love pole, you know. I'll be going to pole flow. Getting more flexible. Like, I want to be able to, like, do those crazy back bends, you know. Like, people don't realize how hard it is to do pole. What? A lot of people think that it works your legs. It's actually all in your shoulders. You see these? It's actually all here. Like, it works your shoulders like crazy. It is not easy to suspend yourself on that pole, and then you have to choreograph, you know, routine, you're dancing, you're basically doing gymnastics, like just all of the above really. So it's not easy feat. You're gonna do so well. You're gonna stun them. Definitely. Another thing that I find very attractive, I've been accessorizing way more than I usually do. Sometimes I don't even wear earrings, guys, but I've been changing that. I'm buying a lot of jewelry. I'll show you my jewelry in a bit. But yeah. I don't know why my nose is running so much. It's ridiculous. Guys, if you're in here and you haven't given me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. It means the world to me. Oh god, sorry. You guys have got to see my bogies. I'm sorry. Alright, okay. So what am I doing next? Maybe a lipstick? I need something that's like the perfect shade of pink. Oh, please show us your heels when you're getting dressed. I will do. Gladly. My heels are really small though. Actually, they're right here. I can show you. I'm trying to make something that's like a bit of an ombre and then put my gloss on top of that. I'm such a gloss girl. I feel like matte lips would suit me, but the only time I really go matte is when I'm wearing red lipstick. Aside from that, I'm literally always in some lip gloss. I can't help myself. I feel like matte lips is very sexy. You know what I mean? Because just like, oh shit. I feel like I'm more afraid of girls who wear matte lips. It's just like, oh, you're so unpredictable. I don't know what you're about to do to me. Yeah, so But yeah, I feel like lip gloss is just like, you know, women love lip gloss. We all wear lip gloss, you know what I mean? So it's not so, I don't know. But I don't know, if you feel like you look better in lip gloss, then you should go with what you're more confident in. I think that's the most important thing. Just feeling confident and knowing that it's your world and we're all just living in it. You know what I mean? Well, this sounds good. Thank you, Tyra. Do you think you'd ever consider being a dominatrix? It's so fun. This influencer, Slumflower, spoke about it on the 90s Babies podcast. Ooh, I shall definitely listen to that. I love a good podcast. You know what? I feel, you know what's so funny? You should say that, yeah. I've looked into being a dominatrix. I've looked into femdom. And like femdom is obviously female domination and stuff like that, just out of like just my personal interest and my personal curiosity. And these women, they be stepping on there. Ooh, because you know people talk about like, ooh, a guy's a money pig, and like some guys just want you to like control their finances, and you know, just want you to like mistreat them. They just want to be at the mercy of a woman, and that really just gets them going. Now some men will call them simps, but other men will say, like, the men that are into that stuff, it's just like, that's how they find their gratification, right? So I've definitely looked into it. Don't know. Now, if you become a dominatrix, that's next level confidence, because the whole point is that you're in charge. You set the pace, the control, you punish him if he doesn't do what you want and stuff like that. So I don't know if I graduated like that. Like, I've been talking about shit this whole live stream. And now I'm just blushing, baby. I'm blushing. But yeah, I don't know. Have you? Would you do that? So let me see. Kind of want to raise my lashes so they go up more than anything. Yeah, no, I'm all. I can't lie. I'm all for female domination. I'm all for it. I'll be real. Or taste in pathetic men. It's like, do I want you, little punk bitch? Lost maniacally. No, 100%. There's something that's hot about that. But the thing is that like most guys aren't really into that. Do you know what I mean? They get iffy when it even comes to like personally, I ain't never ate ass, man. I ain't never ate no man's ass. Even big folks, I don't even be lying my ass. It kind of tickles. And I just feel like my ass is sacred. And I shit funny. So, but I'm all for pleasure. But so I don't know, girl. Like the guys that typically that I date, they wouldn't really be into that. But to be fair, I can't lie, what I've gotten into recently is slapping. Ooh. I love slapping men, man. I love it. Like, it's something about slapping guys just does it for me. You know what I mean? This is so dangerous. Please don't do this at home. Shouldn't be doing that ideally, but it's annoying me. Just giving men hot slaps, man. Maybe I've got a slapping fetish. Thank you, Scarlet Rose. That's such a lovely thing to say. Thank you, my love. So guys, for my bottom eyes, yeah, do you think I should put a little bit of eyeshadow? Or leave it like this? Because that's where I mess up. I put small eyeshadow on my bottom now, and everything is just downhill from there. I think I put blush. In the meantime, I'll see you guys, you know, deliberate amongst yourselves. Please have a read of Acts And there is salvation in all, for there is no other name under heaven given the most high. Oh, SW, thank you so much for sharing that with me. I shall definitely give it a read. Definitely. Definitely. I'll give it a read. What are you getting ready for? Hi, by the way, should shout out. Hi, by the way, shout out for Islame. Ooh, Islame? Isla? Is that Isla? I don't want to pronounce it wrong. But I'm getting ready for work, really. On my way to work. So I'm just trying to put a little makeup. Put very little or none. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. So just put a tiny bit. Put a little bit maybe in my inner corner as well. Just to give me a little bright. I think because I've done that, most likely. I have this shadow that's really pretty, but I seem to have misplaced it. And it's pink. Damn it. Don't you hate when like makeup that you want to use in a moment just goes missing when you want to use it? That's so upsetting. Alright, I'm gonna put a tiny bit. Just to kind of like connect the look, you know what I mean? And kind of smoke my eyes out a little bit. I love a smoky light eye, because it's like men just get lost in your eyes, you know what I mean? Isla, yeah. Are you in the UK? Yes, I am, Scarlett. Or Isla, are you saying your name is Isla? Or am I shouting somebody else out? Isla May is my bestie. She's watching this live too. Oh! Shout out to Isla May, baby. That's so sweet. Appreciate you guys. Please give me a thumbs up. Look at Taiwan saving my ass with makeup tips. As always. So yeah, I'm just like finishing to get ready for work. I got a couple things to do. I need to watch a podcast about the whole dominatrix thing, and I need to read the book of Acts as well. So hopefully my next live stream, I'll get back to everybody on my tasks. So let me do this now. In the UK too, yeah. Shout out to all the UK babes, man. It's not easy out here, but we surviving. We surviving, baby. I feel like a tiny bit of black eyeliner. What do you think, Tyler? Tiny bit of black eyeliner. Maybe just up to here. Maybe up to here. And then like a bunch of mascara just to like smoke out the bottom line. Only if you approve the period. I'm about to see you. I'm in London. I'm in London. Yeah, baby. So guys, ponytail? Or no ponytail? Or like bun? What you think? Messy bun or ponytail? Let me show you what I'm wearing to work. Alright, so this is day outfit. I'm gonna wear this from about maybe 8 to 11. I just went for satin. Apparently we're hosting some part. I don't know if this is true, because to my knowledge, my workplace is a decent establishment. So I know that usually we host like brunches, birthdays, all that type of stuff. But apparently they're having a sex party there today. So I thought, whoa, I mean, if you're loose, you know, you're out here, you love having a good time, then hopefully you have a good time giving money out of your pocket. So I thought, let me wear like satin, because it kind of gives like a nightwear type of vibe, like nightwear. So this is the one for maybe like 8 to 11. And then this one is like a shorter version of it for the club, for nighttime. So it's got like little splits here. So that's it. That's what I was thinking about wearing. So obviously because I'm hosting, so that's what I'm doing. first. 100%. You know what? I'm all for salvation. But I also want to live in the present life that I have. So that's kind of like my primary focus. And everything that I do in my life is blessed, you know? So for me, more so, I'm living for myself, if that makes sense. I'm living for me and my decisions. And I honor life, and I don't know everything. And for the most part, I need to read more before I commit myself to anything, because a lot of me, my history, my culture is lost. A lot of things are indoctrinations. A lot of things aren't true either, and a lot of people interpret things for their own use and for their own mischief. So for me, I'm discovering things for myself. And when it's all revealed to me, then it's revealed to me. But for the most part, I see people are abused in the name of religion. And my thing is, spirituality is more so important. I see people go to church every Sunday and argue over puff puff. I see people go there, abuse people, whether that's financially, sexually, whatever. So at the end of the day, I don't associate anything with, like, when it comes to my spiritual life and my prayer life, that for me is a personal walk in Christ. Because at the end of the day, you could say that you follow Christianity or that you're a born again Christian. One person can say they're a Muslim. Will you guys go head to toe as to who will make it to heaven? Can you tell him that his religion is not what is the truth and the life? Can he say the same for you? Equally, if you guys were to say or talk about these things, somebody who's born into a Muslim household or a Jewish household or a Buddhist household, are they wrong if they are growing up in that religion and in that faith and they follow that for their whole life? What does that mean for them in the afterlife? Is there an afterlife, or is it just silence? These are all debates, religious debates that philosophers have been going back and forth for decades. Now, at the end of the day, what you choose to believe is your own personal choice. There's some people that lived a good life and they're atheists. There's some people who denounce a God all entirely and believe that there's just man and energy and magic and alchemy. So there's a lot out there. Yeah, it's a very complicated thing. We have to have a whole live stream about that, because I'm very respectful. I love to hear from other people as well, you know. So yeah, there's a lot of churches who are here in cults, and they're preying on people for their vulnerability and for their need to feel safe and to feel home, especially when times are tough. My God, when I went to Nigeria last year, guys, I can't tell you how many shelters I saw, but I could tell you that there was so many churches. Churches being built left, right, front and center. A house will be here and a church will practically be on top of it. But shelters, places for people to go and eat, sleep, like just the basic amenities, non-existent. For a place that has so many churches, look at the state of, because people don't realize that religion and politics go hand in hand, and that a lot of times, like, these churches are just business fronts, they're tax evasive fronts. So my thing is that you have to discover things for yourself, and you have to read. Because me, I'm very interested in the spirits and in what we used to serve in Yeshua, you know, like stuff that's actually of my culture, of my life, of my lineage, and I don't know enough about that, you know what I mean? So I think also you should pray for God, truth, whatever you believe in, to reveal themselves to you as well, so that you can have that grounded faith within yourself as well. So it's very important. But thank you so much for sharing these scriptures with me. And when I go over the live stream and I read everyone's comments again, I'm gonna go over it and I'm gonna read it properly. What do you do for work? Scarlett, thanks for asking. I'm a hostess. But I call myself a scripper, baby. You wanna see my heels, girl? Someone asked me to see my heels earlier. These are my heels, baby heels, baby. Before I go and fall down. This is a lot for me, because I remember, guys, I'm already 6 feet tall, so this is like more than enough for me. But yeah, guys, so what's the time we went? This is how I be running late to work. Okay, it's 5:34. Guys, please don't let me stay past 5:55. Let me know when it's 5:55. Okay, so lashes are done. So what did Tyrell say? Did Tyrell say I should put the black liner? That's my babe. But anyway, guys, tell me what you guys are up to. Like, are you at home chilling? Are you also getting ready to go out? Because it is a Friday night. It's a Friday night. Are you outside? If you have a man, is he spoiling you? Period. Personally, I have my man's credit card. You know? Period. I got my man's credit card. What, you know what I tell him? I tell him, baby, I'm helping you build your credit. So if anything, I'm doing you a service. The fight? Did I lie? Am I not helping him build his credit? Period. So yeah, that's why I be telling him. I'm like, baby, I'm helping you build your credit, baby. So if anything, you should pay me on top of the credit card. Do you know what I mean? How many girls would do that for you? Spend your money? Huh? It's not every girl that will spend your money. Most girls, they're independent and they do everything themselves. You know what I mean? Well, me, I'm not independent. I need help. Me, I want help. I will sign up first. Where do you sign up to give help? Me. I need help. More. Put a little bit of eyeliner. I'm gonna smoke it out because I know my girl would tell me to smoke it out. So I'm gonna smoke it out. Smoky. So it's like subtle. It's subtle. Now, okay, so let's put some mascara. How my mascara at? Okay, so I have a couple. I got that Charlie Tilbury mascara, but it's like it's not really doing anything for me, Sha. I don't know how I feel. I got it here, but let me see what you guys saying to me. Yeah, 100%. You know, another thing is that I think a lot of people also, you know, for me, I don't believe it's good to have faith out of fear of death as well. I don't feel like that's genuine, you know. Like, you should not have faith just because you're scared of what's gonna happen in the afterlife or whatever, you know what I mean? There are some people who have decided, oh, I want to live my life how I want to here in this physical life where I have feelings, I have presence, and then whatever happens after happens, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So I think it's very important that you just kind of discover that for yourself. And I mean, I don't really have like when my grandma passed away and my two aunts passed away, my childhood best friend passed away, and somebody that I had a relationship with passed away, I did kind of develop like this irrational fear of death. And I started to think about it a whole lot more. I'm realizing that this life is not for forever, you know what I mean? And what does that mean for me, you know what I mean? Like, moving forward, and how I want to live and how I want to do things, and not being afraid, and, you know, putting myself out there and almost like immortalizing myself, like by doing stuff like this, or taking pictures of myself, or being with family, you know? So I started to kind of like have these deep feelings about that. So I don't know, I don't want to be afraid of anything anymore, if that makes sense. And I just want to live and focus on my present and what I have now. One thing I will say is that when I would read the Bible, it did give me a sense of security, and I felt, you know, safe. But at the same time, fundamentally, why do I even have that faith in the first place? Because of my family. I never actually sought God out for myself, if that makes sense. And that's why I say to people, who was to say a Buddhist man lives a good, honest life, and this is what he's grown up in, he's believed. Why would he not go to heaven, but I would, because I've taken Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior? Do you know what I mean? Like, if somebody can answer that for me, yeah, then I feel like I will have a deeper understanding, which is why I said I'm not well astute on this subject. I can't really talk about it because I don't have much grounding. I haven't gone back and read old religious scriptures and passages and stuff like that. So my thing is that I can't say that. Like, it's like when Muslims and Christians go into debates, right? So my thing is, like, how do you know? And then even within Christianity, there's so many denominations. There are people who are Orthodox, there are people who are Pentecostal, there are people who go to the white garment church. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. No? Everything is different. There's people who believe in gods of old, you know, things that have been passed down from generations to generations, and that is very important to them because it's a part of their family and their identity, you know. So it's a very interesting conversation. God bless you too. Thank you so much for sharing. Like I said, I want to read these texts properly. Obviously I can't really dive into it because I'm getting ready for work, but thank you so much for sharing for us and with us and everybody in the chat as well, you know. All right, what do you think of the makeup, guys? Is it good? I do a good job. All right, so now oh, being a black sheep, let me see. A black sheep in my family for thinking like this, but I stand by my own values and beliefs. It's important to love your lip gloss. Thank you, Ellie Mae. Literally look look at the current anti-LGBT laws in the US. Oh boy, you know also what I was gonna say about that, yeah, a lot of people's fears with like the LGBT is also the whole like unpacking a can of worms. I don't know if you guys have heard of what's it called, Pandora's box. So what a lot of people are saying is that, like, for example, oh shit, whoops, you know, like for example, like the pride parades, people don't want children to go to the pride parades, which I can understand because I mean I wouldn't want a child in the strip club, so I don't think it's appropriate for children to go to like drag shows and stuff like that. I feel like it's for adult entertainment. I'd very much love to go to something like that for experience because I like drag, I like burlesque, do you know what I mean? And I've like, for example, when I watched Ginny and Georgia, that guy, like what he did for her birthday and when he dressed up and gave that performance, I love that. I can't remember his name, but if you watch Ginny and Georgia, you'll know who I'm talking about. So for my thing is that, like, what I think a lot of people are coming from is their fear that one thing I don't agree with as well, I don't agree with like what they call gender affirming care now. I believe that, especially as someone who's young, because you guys are looking at me right now, but I was in a place in my life when I was much younger where I felt ugly, I was tall, I thought I was a boy, I thought I was a man or whatever, and I'd wear tracksuits all the time and I wouldn't wear any feminine clothing. And for the most part, if I had this push from TikTok and all these things, I would very much think that I was a full-fledged boy and I would want to actually transition myself. And this is coming from someone who is now a proper girly girl, but genuinely, and you know, we all possess different types of energy, masculine and feminine energy. And my thing is, I'm just against gender affirming care because the hormone that they give to these kids, especially for ones that like are puberty blockers, it's the same thing that they give to chemically castrate pedophiles in prison. So you can only imagine what that's going to do to a child's body. And I just feel like, I know that you have to, I just feel that they should get to 18 at least. I would even say 25 before you make a decision like that. And I feel like people don't understand the dangers of, you know, changing your genitalia and all those different things. But I'm all for, I mean, sexuality has been something that is on the spectrum. Even when you look at animals at the end of the day, like you'll see that this is something that has been going on from the sense of time. Like even when people talk about sex, they talk about carnality, like being carnal. This is stuff that is intrinsic hormone given, all that type of stuff. So I think that my stance really is that I don't agree with kids going under hormone therapy. I think it's so brutal, and I feel like you already have raging hormones from your natural puberty already, and I just feel like it's not fair to you to put that on you at such a tender age, especially when the kids are like 3, 4, 5 years old. I'm just like, damn, they don't even know how to like spell breakfast, you know what I mean, or like what they want to eat in the morning, let alone, you know, what they are. Like sometimes you're a butterfly, sometimes you're Spider-Man, you know, and it just is what it is. And I feel like kids should just be kids. What a lot of people argument with is that if you open this Pandora box, and you know how we've had people saying that they're transracial and they're trans this and their pronouns are daemon and demon and all these different things and they, them and send. So I think what people are scared of is that people who are pedophiles, technically I shouldn't say that way, they might cut off my stream, but that they may now claim to be trans age and put themselves at the end of the acronym. That's basically what people's fear is coming from. And then there are people who are genuinely homophobic, and what I define as homophobic is when you genuinely hate an individual or spew out hateful comments, disparaging them because of their sexuality, not just having general conversation in a respectful manner, and you know, debating things and talking as adults. Because I do see some people tend to jump to the whole, oh, you're homophobic thing once you just having genuine general conversation. But yeah, I've met people who are incredibly lovely, and I've met people, I've watched podcasts from people who were so terrified to come out to their parents, to disappoint their mum that, oh, you know, that her son is gay and stuff like that, and it's something that was crippling for them, and that's a very real experience for them. And I don't believe that you can like put someone through fucking shock therapy and electrocute their sexuality out of them. I don't believe that, like, oh, you just lay hands on someone and it's like, you know, they just faint and it's like, I ain't gay no more, I am delivered. You know what I mean? I think it's something that is much deeper than that. But what I would say is that a lot of people, because LGBTQIA plus is where the bag is at right now, you will get a very big push from social media, you'll get lots of different bags. Just think about it, like how often do you see I don't know, protect Black Lives Matter on like a business campaign, or like LinkedIn changing all the colors of their logo because it's Pride Month. It's like Pride Month every other day. So like they are where the money is at right now. They cause a lot of controversy, stuff like that goes viral. Everyone is trying to outdo each other, whether you're a Damon or whether you're Cat or whatever it is that you identify as. And you know, it's just this whole kind of political debate. But the thing is, we also got to be very careful, because you have to think about things from a grand scale as well. You know what I mean? Like power wise, politics wise. You see in this whole thing where the US has kind of been going downhill, we've got sleepy Joe Biden, we've got the whole, you know, men becoming women, women becoming men, men trying to enter female races, women who have become men will never enter a man's race because they won't win. Because at the end of the day, regardless of what you identify as, you know, there is still biology. As long as we can all agree on that mutual point, and there is still biology and there's still biological truth, then we're fine. You know, there's like social objective truth, but there is biological truth as well. So it's just like, you think about that, and then you think about how China has been able to make such tremendous moves, and how they're going to be Africa's second colonizer, and how, you know, there's a way that they do about their business. You don't even fucking hear from these guys. They're so underground. So you got to think about political power, because political power is what keeps you safe. Political power is what keeps you from going to the shop and not having a bomb fly past you. So you got to just think about these things and the powers that be. A lot of these countries that we know to be powerful have been losing their power. Think about it. The US being one. Remember the UK, if we live in the UK, how small. The UK can fit in one US state. The UK is tiny. So a lot of their power comes from the reliability of the British pound. Do you know what I mean? The monarchy, what that represents. No one really even rates the monarchy anymore. So this is all very deep. Like the rabbit hole goes really deep. But yeah. Thank you, Thomason. Thank you, Taiwo. Ooh, I see that Buddhist intrigued someone. Thank you, SW. God bless you too. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm trying to rest. It's been a long week, I swear. Yeah. Exactly. Heavy on that, Taiwo, about knowing him for yourself, you know, and having a spirit of discernment as well. Please read what I said, babe. Clothed in majesty, sin and death, and we can't pay the penalty for sin, but God sent his son into the world to take our sin. So salvation is a free gift from God. It wipes out sin. Yeah, that much I know, isn't it? By taking Jesus as your Lord and Savior. Yeah, and aren't we all born with natural sin as well? That's why we get like baptized and stuff like that. They don't take only hormone blockers, they also take HRT, so they develop normally with their preferred gender. Really, Ariana? That part I haven't heard of so much, you know, because people always talk about, what's that hormone called? I know this. It's at the tip of my tongue. I'm gonna have to write in the comment section of the video. HRT, oh, hormone replacement therapy. That's it, isn't it? Hormone replacement therapy, that's what you mean. Really? Because my thing is that, like, I don't know. I just don't know. I personally, you know, my child, I would beg my child, you know, to just give it time, you know, like give it time. Because I feel like even if you want to, because it's lifelong medication when you are perfectly healthy. You know what I mean? And I just feel like how you are is how you are designed to be. You know what I mean? Like, how you are is how you are designed to be. And all the other side effects, like, oh, I just don't know. And then also, I have to question pharmaceuticals. Because, guys, remember, we had a whole pandemic, remember? We had a pandemic. They told you can't see your friends and family. You stay inside. And now COVID is just what? A thing of the past. So when it comes to pharmaceuticals, I always give them the side eye because they don't actually have people's best interests at heart because they're a business. A business has its only its status quo, the amount of money it needs to make. That is the only thing that they have at heart. That is the only thing that matters fundamentally. You know what I mean? So that's just my 2 pence anyway. But I'm glad that you shared that for me. So I'm definitely going to look into that. And I've also seen a lot of detransitioners. There are people who do it and they're very happy. And then, but I don't like also, another thing I don't like about the community is the way they treat people who have detransitioned. Like, it's like they're almost like outcasts in their own community, you know? So, yeah. And I think about the kids who are doing it to be noticed, to be observed, you know? I think about all those things. And I think about the actual percentage of people who genuinely have true gender dysphoria. It's not matching up with the amount of people who are transitioning. So, it's very interesting. I just did my baby hairs real quick, guys. So what do you guys think? Bun or ponytail? And what's the time? Okay, it's 5:51, so I most likely have to jump off now, even though I've enjoyed this conversation so much. So look at my ass, y'all. But I need to put all my accessories on and get dressed for work. Pony. Okay, I'm gonna do the pony, baby. I think I got these like ear cuffs from AliExpress the other day. I don't know, like, oh boy, that look good. By the time I'm done, I'm gonna look like a genie out the bottle. Like, just rub my, just rub my the what's it, the lamp, and I'll come out and I'll grant you 3 wishes, baby. So yeah, I got like some jewelry. I also got something really nice for my leg as well. One is super cute, but I think pony fits the occasion. Oh, perfect. Thanks, guys. There is also a biological truth to transgenderism and gender dysphoria I study in psychology. Yeah, 100%. Pharma is making bank on all this. That's my thing, you know, so I always have to question these things, and I'm glad that we can have open dialogue. That is what I love. I love when people can have open dialogue and we can agree to disagree and we can be adults about a situation, because at the end of the day, we're talking about bettering society, aren't we? That's what we want at the fundamental, to have a better society, a safer society and stuff like that. And that's why I always tell people as well, even, you know, within this community, another thing I don't like even that I've been seeing is like they try to kind of like branch it with like being black, and I see a lot of people telling me and others about what it's like being black. I mean, people, non-black individuals telling other people about how it's being black. That, and also even the whole fat phobia. People say that fat phobia is a form of racism. I've been seeing a lot of that on the internet. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? So I always say that even within this community and even with all this movement, you also have to realize that a white LGBTQ able-bodied, you know, higher socioeconomic status person is not going to be the same as someone who is disabled, black, or of an ethnic minority, or of a lower socioeconomic status. Like, their lives aren't weighted the same. So even within that, there is still separation and segregation. So there are some people I've heard, I've spoken to people who are lesbians who don't like people who are bisexual, who think that they're just trying to play both sides and they don't actually believe there's bisexuality. So it's just very interesting when you talk to people. Do these work or do they look funny? I don't know. They look cool on It looked cool on AliExpress, but maybe I'm like it's not working for me right now. Village concept's true at the same time. I have a good friend who's trans, and he's known they are trans for ages, yeah, but he's only started transitioning now, not with hormones, but to present more masculine. Yeah, binders, ETC, HRT, yeah. Oh gosh, I can't imagine binding my breasts. That must not feel so comfortable. But weirdly enough, even though it might not feel comfortable on the chest, but for him, it will feel more comfortable, you know, in that sense. But yeah, that's not something that's easy, and I just feel like it's very hard, and to go through that is a very difficult process. So you don't deserve people giving you shit on top of it, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can't imagine having gender dysphoria, looking at myself and not actually, you know, being able to accept the body I'm in. And if that's someone's genuine experience, I can't imagine that. It must feel like hell in your head, because I know what it's like when I go through like depressive episodes, for example, and I just can't even recognize myself, you know? Oh God, I love you guys so much. It's 5:55. I have to leave though, because I have to get to work. I don't know how I feel about this. Does it work? Is it cute? Ciao. I don't know. No, I genuinely look like a genie. Tell me I look like a genie. I literally look like I should be in the next remake of Aladdin. This is my application in case Disney or Pixar or DreamWorks is watching this. Hi, my name is Naya, and I want to be casted as the genie in the next Aladdin. Here are my talents. Oh. Humor. Thank you guys so much. I will be doing another one. I think what we could do this weekly, and then get ready to go to work, because most likely tomorrow I will film a set video, normal video, but next week I'll be back and we can get ready for work, and I will start earlier so we can have even greater discussions. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, is it the top that's giving genie? Okay, when I change it to my dress, hopefully it'll be better. Love you guys. I hope you guys have a lovely evening, and I can't wait to go over everything that everyone said. And in case I didn't get back to your comment in the chat, I will most definitely reply in the comment section. So yeah, look out for that. Bye. Okay, so I think I end it like this. Yeah, I'm gonna end my